Alright guys, today I have a real treat for you. We're going to be unboxing the Phantom 2 Vision Plus version 3.0, and that's the one you want to get. It has the latest and greatest improvements on there, and we'll go over that as I unbox it on here. Now, I do know a little bit about DJI and Phantoms. I currently own already a Phantom 2 with a H3 2D Zenmoose gimbal and my GoPro that I already had, and it works out great and takes great photos, nice and stable. I have plenty of examples of the videos this thing takes up in the sky. So why am I getting a Phantom 2 Vision Plus? Why can't I just use the one I have? Well, this one has all those fancy features in it with the ground station and the light bridge for video so you can watch on your controller, and I'd be able to take pictures with the camera, also have that ability, and a lot of other features that come on the Phantom 2 Vision Plus. And this one, like I said, I waited for 3.0 and has the upgraded controller and everything else on it, so it's a big improvement even over the Phantom 2. Now, I was going to get the DJI Inspire 1. It just came out January 2015 here, and I was going to go ahead and get that one. It's about $3,000 though. Great, no problem. I'll still get it. It's really advanced quadcopter. The arms raise up, it gets out of the way, you get better shots and all that. Cameras included. Problem with it being is that the run time is about 16 to 18 minutes. This one is still 25 minutes like the Phantom 2, and then it does the ground station and everything else. So we're going to go through all of that. I'm going to do unboxing real quick here and stop yakking, and then I'll do separate videos for setup and all that stuff, and they'll do first flight videos, and then of course comparison videos to this setup as far as the video quality and flight stability and all that, because this thing has a 2-axis gimbal, whereas this one has a 3-axis gimbal on there though. So we're going to unbox it. I've had it for about a week now, still have not unboxed it. I'm very surprised I let myself wait that long, but I want to get this video out and show you guys exactly what comes in the box as of January 2015, the very latest Phantom Vision 2. So we're probably going to pull it off to the side here for a second and start getting it out of the box. Is kind of big, and there it is. I'm kind of surprised the stickers are already on the arms here. I had to put them on there myself on the Phantom 2 I got a while ago. So we're gonna pull this out of the box and get the box out of here so we can see what the heck we're doing. I guess we need to pull the Phantom out first, so we'll get that up out of the way here. And then we have some cords and extra props, and then of course the rest of your pieces here, and we'll go through all that. So I think the first thing we're going to go over once I get the box out of the way here is the controller. Okay, so the controller has a built-in lithium battery inside of here already, so it's rechargeable. No more double A's in the back side here. Has a trainer port right there, so you can hook it up to your computer and do a little bit of training. Make sure you get used to it before you go out and fly for real, because the quad's very expensive. And then you have your arm on here to hold your smartphone and your clamp. Okay, and then of course your ground station's all built in, so it's a little top heavy for me, and I'm sure it's gonna be even more top heavy once the screen gets on here. But then again, you're gonna have it a little closer over here, so it's gonna bring it back to this side, whereas this one's hanging off to the other side here. So it has your regular S1 and S2 controls like usual, but the new thing is the gimbal control is right here, and it's self-centering, it looks like, on there. So we'll have to see how that works, see how it comes back like that. So that's kind of self-centering. It's kind of weird. I guess you go down, up, and then you let go. Besides that, the sticks, they're still self-centering like the Phantom 2, which I really like. You let go of them, and the quad just sits there and hovers and kind of stops itself. So that's great. It's got your battery meter, obviously, on there. That's very nice to know, considering these things take a lot of juice. And each one of these components on here has their own battery packs, so you gotta charge each one of these, and like it says, you better charge them before you go out and fly. So we're gonna go through a setup, and I'm gonna show you how to charge all these with the different cords, and make sure everything is topped off before you go out for a flight, especially if you're gonna be using the ground station setup on there. And this box should just be an extra set of propellers. Okay. 1, 2. Okay, yeah, so we got the ones that go on the quad, and then you have an extra set. So it's the same as the Phantom 2 also. And they are color coded, silver and black, and then there's dots on the motors themselves. So we'll go over that also. Okay, let's see what comes in this box right here. There's a bunch of little tools and accessories. I'm sure there's cables, maybe manuals. Get that out of there. It's kind of like unboxing an Apple product. There's a lot of white boxes with little accessories and stuff to go through here. So this one is just full of extra stickers. You want different color stickers on there, blue, pink. I'm probably going to change mine to blue. And then, of course, a bunch of, you know, different manuals and all that stuff, quick start guides. But I'll be walking you all through this, your whole setup on here, and a totally separate video for setup of the Phantom before you go out and start flying it. And this one has tools in it, has a wrench it shows, but what else does it include? Okay, so this one includes, let's see what it includes. Your wrench, obviously, that holds the motor while you tighten the blades on there, which you really don't need. It's more for getting it off because when you put the blades on there, they're self-tightening. So you just kind of spin them on there, and I'll show you how to do that in the setup video. And then after that, they just self-tighten as the Phantom flies. So you never have to worry about blades flying off of there. And you can also get the blades off without the tool, but it's nice to have to hold it properly. So we got a couple extra set of isolators. That's for your camera mount, okay. And these are the like medical tape that holds all the wires on the landing legs. A couple of extra sets of those. Some extra screws, okay, with Loctite on them already. These are little bumpers for the bottom of the landing legs where it lands on the ground. There's 4 of them, split like that. And then these are the other cross throughs that hold the isolators for the camera mount also. So we got extra sets of just about everything and little accessories on there. Okay, so here's the regular charger. This should be for the battery itself, and hopefully there's a cable inside of here also for the controller also, because that charges through USB on there. Let's see what it includes. Okay, so we have the adapters for different countries. Might be good if you're taking it to go fly somewhere else. Look at that one, huh? Wow. And then you have this one, obviously. It's for another country. There's 3 of them here. And then you have the good old USA one right there. And then your usual charging box. Same as the Phantom 2. And then, of course, your USB cable, and this is used to charge your ground station that's on top of the controller, and also your controller itself, so that they can have fully charged batteries. Okay, so onto the Phantom 2 Vision itself. It's got little warnings, and each one of these basically is telling you to put them on the correct spots. Now, the old motors had little dots on here. They were all the same, right? And that tells you where your props go. Whereas these ones, the threads themselves are a darker color. Darker, and then it's silver, right? You can see them on there. And then here's your battery, like usual, right? And it clips in there very tight. The prongs are very tight, and then these clips right here are very tight, so you really have to yank on it, at least for the first few tries, to really yank it out of there. And you need to take it out to charge it, and you just stick the charging port right in here, and it'll charge it automatically. It's all built in. The charging strategy is built into the battery, so you don't need anything else besides that little charger for the power. And you just press it on there, and you can see what the current status of the battery is, the charge level at all times. It's a very smart battery, and that's why these things cost so darn much. But the capacity, 5200 milliamps, is a lot. So you can go for 25 minutes of flight time on here. Now I have the same battery in the Phantom 2, obviously, that I have already, and that's always powering the GoPro, no matter what. It needs to be charged or not, it's always powering it. So my flight times on that was around 22 minutes, always powering the GoPro. So that's another thing to note on there. Okay, so let's look at the quad itself. Like I said, my camera cannot handle white. I might keep these red stickers on here just for the fact they put them on there so perfectly, at least for now. So the inside, everything looks the same as the Phantom 2 on there. The landing legs look the same. The big thing is the camera itself. Look at that puppy on there. It's a very sophisticated camera. Hopefully it rivals the same video quality. If not, you know, it goes beyond my GoPro. I'm sure it will. It's got a nice big lens on there. And what's nice is that on the side here, that's the SD slot. So it's right there on the side. You're not fidgeting on the side of the camera like with the GoPro to get it out of there. And this takes, I believe it's 4 gigs to 32 gigs is the range on there for size of SDs in there. And this is supposed to include, whoa, flew right out of there. It's supposed to include a 4 gig, and yes it does. So it has a 4 gig, that was not very clear before in other videos. So I'm telling you right now, they include a 4 gig in there. I also bought a 32 gig because of the extended flight time on here. So this whole piece right here and this lens cap right here and everything's all made for traveling with this. So if you're traveling around across the country or whatever, you're going to want to keep this shipping lock on here while you're traveling around. Now besides that, there's upgraded motors, okay, upgraded speed controllers, and then supposedly the props were even upgraded for a different pitch angle on there to be more efficient. So this one may actually obtain or get closer to that 25 minute flight time on there. Okay, so that's about it. I just wanted to unbox it, show you what's inside. I'll do a whole separate video, like I said, for the setup of this thing. It just happened to snow today, so I want to get out there and fly it and see what this thing picks up in the air, how well its camera handles the white snow down below, and see if it has that fisheye effect, how bad the fisheye effect is, and then, of course, test the performance of this 3-axis gimbal on here. And, of course, there'll be many, many videos in the future comparing this setup all as one compared to my Phantom 2 with an add-on gimbal and GoPro 3. So we'll have plenty of videos in the future for that. In the meantime, I'm going to get this thing charged up and we'll go out and get some flight videos today and see how it handles.